Just need to send this to... Network is unstable. How so? There we go. That link should be working, I'm not sure. Okay, so yes, content warning. It is a horror game. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see through them. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Okay, so, brand new game. I have only played this for maybe a total of 8 hours across 2 consoles. And I'm also doing live commentary about my reaction to this game to my Discord group at the same time that I play. So if there is ever a massive pause in the action, that's the reason why. Because I have 3 friends who have played this game to completion or near completion, and with the little bits that I have played, we now have an in-joke amongst ourselves about this game. But yeah, I can barely remember half the crap that happened. So, let's just go. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. So I told myself... Oh, that's trippy. I forgot the gyro sensor is on.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, we're gonna increase the volume to 30. So I might have mentioned I'm going to follow everything the narrator tells me for this very first run on this new save. That's just way too trippy. Can I turn off the gyro sensor? Parallax effect off. Yeah, that's the only thing I think I want off. Auto text is off, boil is on, flickering images are going to stay on. Okay, that's so much better. Oh my god, that's so much better. Scene 1, I just had to turn the parallax effect off that comes with the gyro controls for the Switch, because it made me nauseated.
You're here to slay her.
Oh, a little too loud.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright. Okay, so if I remember correctly, the explorers have very little to do with progressing the game? Oh, okay, so yeah, we're gonna go for the super blunt method. Yeah, we're going super blunt, and we're gonna choose, oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, I won't.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him.
Hang on. Oh, I accidentally somehow turned auto text on? Did not want to do that. Random user, thank you for all the likes. Awesome. Fuck it. Maintenance. Fuck it. Maintenance. Okay, thank you. We are doing the proceed to the cabin. I was trying to send a message.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Right. We will take blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I forgot how, the princess sounded. Yeah, a little unnerving.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I'm not going to say anything to her. I'm just going to continue down the stairs. What was that in the OST? Did I just hear, like, a weird Nope. Yeah, it's that chord. It's that single, like, note.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Hey, Jedi.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, I think I will continue to say absolutely nothing. Just step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh, no talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
It's that note. It's that one frickin' note that just causes my hair to stand up on end. What the fuck? You know, I'm probably gonna make a VOD of this in order for my friends to check out later.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay, I have several explore options. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna go straight to slay the princess. Nope, I accidentally dropped the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling
Oh crap, I
hands,
accidentally clicked drop the blade because I nudged the stick. Damn it! Damn it all to hell. And I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. You know what, let's look.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine.
I goofed.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Also, I apologize if anyone hears an annoying whine in the background. I'm waiting for my AC to get cooler, so I have my portable fan, the one that still works. Explore. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship coming on to me. How do you get out? I have so many different explore options. Do I want to actually do any of them? Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
At the very least, I still have an option to slay the princess, which I will now do.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Oh, really? Is that what it is?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first, bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
We will finish the job. Yeah, we're gonna finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me?
Yeah, that's whack. Hey, White Rabbit, always good to see a Ranma-themed profile picture coming through chat.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
Okay, then.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That was abrupt. That was an extremely abrupt end to Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, I can keep doing the... I can keep, doing, the explore content, but I'm... Like I said, I goofed up, and I'm gonna just keep going. Yeah. So I think, other than that goof up with dropping the knife, I'm just gonna continue to proceed to the cabin and do everything the narrator says.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Okay, so Voice of the Stubborn joins us. And you know what? I think I'm going to actually use my VOD channel so you can see this later, guys, in Discord.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Proceed to the cabin. I keep forgetting how amazing the talent is about how small
The
the
cabin
team
is
is.
tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh joy, the mirror is back. The private joke in my Discord Dungeons and Dragons team. The first time that I came up to a mirror and the narrator didn't say anything about the mirror, my friend Soy decided to say, "What mirror?" just to have fun with me.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So, I am going to ignore the mirror, not just because of the joke, but because we're just going to follow the narrator. We're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement. Oh, that grindy noise. Wait, the mirror disappeared.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough
Hey,
stone
Luz.
staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Okay, but why is she also hot now?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes!
Yeah, I'm gonna post that I'm gonna post that one in the chat. As I just told my TikTok chat, why is she hot now?
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I am going to go off script slightly and ask why she looks different.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough, I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
So the narrator only has medium awareness. Fascinating.
Are you okay?
I have been pinged in one of the discords, nothing important.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
So me going off script has revealed that the narrator has medium awareness and has changed my plans. I don't know what to choose. I have no idea what to choose now. Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Great. Focus up and do it then.
Attack the princess. I think we're now back on track to attack the princess.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
Apparently, I accidentally triggered a quick save by tapping a button on my controller when I was repositioning myself. Whoopsie!
But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
That's unsettling.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
I've said it before and I said it again. I love how amazing and unnerving this soundtrack is.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
What? Alright.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Thank you for the follow.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow. Think it through. And don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Is it, though?
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Okay, do I bait, or strike, or run? That's the question. Which one do I do? You know what? Bait. Yeah, we're gonna baiting.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Maybe I should have gone straight.
She's throwing us around like a rag doll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Okay, so this was inevitable.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Kevin, what's going on, buddy?
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your scalp.
How disappointing.
I mean, I'm usually good at disappointing people.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
It's been an interesting past couple of days, Kevin. I think I've talked about them in vids lately, but more importantly, I'm bringing back the VOD channel with this playthrough for my friends.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
So now I have Chapter 3, The Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
And now, the voice of the hunted is here. Interesting. And now, the voice of the hunted is here. Interesting.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint, what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Okay. We're gonna talk about how different this place is. Gonna have a plan no matter what happens next. That piece of the soundtrack. Holy shit. Hey, Beardy. Word of warning, we are playing a horror game. A narrative-driven horror game. Something that I normally am not good at, but, I'm being peer pressured by my friends. No, not really. I'm not being peer pressured by my friends. I told myself that I want to play this through. But yeah, I am going to choose no matter what happens next. It seems like all our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
I am now seriously convinced that some of my choices that are not tagged Explore do not matter.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is when we're finished. And now we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Proceed with the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I don't like the design of the cabin this time around.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
There's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the tunnel. We're just gonna take the blade and then approach the mirror.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Soy, I know you may wind up seeing this in the VOD if you choose to watch it, but screw you, there's only a mirror here this time.
Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
We're going to approach the mirror, and we're not going to bother exploring. Because I'm worried.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You do see it, right? All we see is a damned mirror. Isn't it? Right? Why don't we wipe it clean?
Okay. I knew a decision like this was going to happen at some point. Do I wipe it clean or do I smash it? I'm going to flip a coin on whether I wipe the mirror clean or smash it. Flip a coin. My digital coin flipper is flipping. Tails. I got tails, I will smash it. What? Oh, I accidentally entered the log mode. Whoops!
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
That was anticlimactic. I should have wiped it clean.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I think
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I think he said a version so far.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than...
Oh, okay. I can either go silently or I can actually... do I want to goat her? Do I want to goat her? That is an excellent question. I'm just gonna go for it.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, There is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
I mean, probably. We're not going to get a chance to do so.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you. Face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Okay. This is not going to be able to go into the text-to-speech chat in my Discord server, because it's not going to pick up, clearly. I'm a little scroused.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
I need to keep reminding myself it's the same voice actors from the first loop. There's only 2 voice actors in this entire game. Voice actors from the first loop. There's only 2 voice actors in this entire game.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're scared, you need to want this as much as I do.
I don't know what I want anymore, actually.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
I've got so many options, I don't know which one to take. Okay. I think I'm going to step closer, stopping just outside her chains, without selecting any of the other explore options.
You step forward, stopping just outside the reach of her chains. The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Yep, I figured that was going to happen.
Run. Ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Yep, I figured that was going to happen.
Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heel. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge, yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point?
Door finally in sight, at once within grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are the white father run. I know what I am. Why can't you be the same bird? think you're going?
We're almost there. Think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the bus. Skin hunts tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the door. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
That buzz note.
Over. So get it right.
That buzz note. It will. Ugh. I can't explain it.
There's nothing left.
That buzz note. It will. Ugh. I can't explain it.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Huh?
Do it. Be swift. Move you.
We're gonna go straight and slay the princess without any further. We're gonna go straight and slay the princess without any further commentary.
You leap from the grass.
The princess without any further commentary.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Hitting me head on. Brave and foolish.
Anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Are we actually going to get a win the fight ending out of this?
We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
You know? You know? That's a good line. I'll forget it. I'm gonna forget the line, but that's a good line. That's a good line. I'll forget it. I'm gonna forget the line, but that's a good line. Otherwise, I would steal it for Dungeons & Dragons.
The two of you engage their flows, each of you wounding the other again and again. But you're faster, and the door down, blood pouring from wounds. Her feet are weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she waits for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
I knew it couldn't be that simple.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us. He gasps.
Hey, hang on. I might stand corrected.
He gasps.
Hey, hang on. I might stand corrected.
Blame me.
And? Then what happens?
Oh. It's here. But you do not have the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Well, here I am, back at the mirror after technically winning the fight.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
You know, I'm glad that on this fresh save file, that this is the first quote-unquote ending I got to stumble into. Words, I know how to use them.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, I could comment that the narrator's gone, or I could just go and approach the mirror. We're just gonna go and approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
This time, I will say, I will use my Explorer option. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. That thing reeks of death.
You know, I'm now glad I chose to do the Explorer option.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Oh, Stubborn's still here. Interesting. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What? You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay, now that I am at the thing of many hands, I think I am going to use multiple explore options. We're going to do What Are You first.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I hate how cryptic she is. But I have to respect the game. Yeah, we'll do solitary lights. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I want to choose all three options. I really do. But there wouldn't be a point to do the quick save stuff and save and reload. That would only be if I'm doing achievement hunting on Steam Deck version, and I'm not doing Steam Deck version here. Why am I agonizing over this? We'll do What Do You Think I Am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. You know what? I kind of like her poetry. Fragile vessel? Yeah.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one remembers a spark lost in time, but she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart.
Okay, no idea what that means. I'm slightly confused, but let's just keep going.
Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Okay. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair point. Do I want to demand her to be... that is a good question. You know what? I said I'm going to use my explore options here. I'll use my explore options.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Interesting.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Yeah.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I mean, in this context, probably not. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
I don't want to attack her or destroy my own body, so we're gonna do what happens now.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I now have even more options to talk about. I will use them. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Dude, same. No, not really. I had to go with, like, the Doomer Millennial meme. I needed to. I really did. Let's continue. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Interesting. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That makes my head hurt. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being cinematic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay. Hey, Aaron. Part of me now wishes I could have attacked the entity. Just to see what would have happened. Maybe that's an option for a different loop. Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. That's the first loop completed.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, for the next loop, I don't know what options I'm going to take. You know what? Let's play it by ear.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Note, you can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting the R button on your controller. Let's go for the fast forwards then, just so we can get more Slay the Princess in. Interesting. Interesting. Should I go for the overly enthusiastic route this time? Or should I do the route where I leave? Coin flip. Flip a coin. Damn it. I said flip a coin. Alright, heads, enthusiasm, tails. It's tails. We will do the leaves. I used my Google thing to flip a coin. I'm leaving. Also, yes, there will be a VOD of this later.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. You know what? I jokingly said nope, and that's an option. We're going to say nope. Ah, damn it, I hit the button again.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Hey, Croaker.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I think I'm going to continue on the path of leaving, even though I have a vague recollection of doing it previously over on the Steam Deck. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't believe you. I don't care, I'm not killing the princess, getting everyone should die. Don't let it kill you, you're not emotionally going into blood. Ooh. Which one should I choose, chat? I know there's very little people in chat. You know what? We're gonna do the emotionally blackmailing line.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
I'm a 36, soon-to-be 37-year-old man-child. Of course I have no maturity.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I said I'm gonna keep leaving. I'm gonna keep leaving. So that means we're choosing... Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm just gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Wait, hang on. The background music completely cut out. Has the background music ever completely cut out before? I don't know. Okay, it's back.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Of course, this is a very strange game.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Oh, I don't like how off-putting that is.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh yeah, I remember this partially now. Extreme Junji Ito vibes. I love it and hate it all at the same time.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop leaving messages here in Discord chat. You are all gonna have to wait for the VOD later, because holy crap, I forgot how creepy this part gets.
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Probably.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
You know what? I'm gonna keep saying it. I just absolutely love how snarky the narrator gets at moments like these. I cannot remember who the voice acting team is. Like I said, I think it's just 2 people. I think it's only ever just 2 people. The narrator for all the male voices and all of the different inflections of the princess is done by the same person. And it just blows my mind, the talent behind the game. Okay, we're on the stranger now. This is literally where I don't remember.
On a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, literally, the only thing I remember left about this path is the wall. And I think in my original playthrough, when I got to this line, I think I mentioned somewhere in my Discord chat it reminded me of the anime The Big O. And then it made me want to rewatch The Big O, but then I forgot where I left all my DVDs of The Big O. Anyway.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Deja vu, da, 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 da. Do I want to choose any of the, Do I want to choose any of the explorers again? I don't. I think I'm going to continue to not go on the explorers. But I think. Oh, I don't remember if that's an option. I don't remember if I. Is Stay in the Woods Forever new to the Pristine Cut? Because I played Slay the Princess before the Pristine Cut. I'm gonna stay in the woods forever.
Oh, that's clever. A little boring, though.
Hey, the contrarian!
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever. Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Who's getting... What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore. Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Probably. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet again. Memory returns. I'm unsettled once again. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Oh, the hands! Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. That's a very cold line. Holy crap, I love it. Frustration. The vessel is full of you. It is useless to use it if it doesn't bring more gifts. No, it is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. I swear I know how to read. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging figure. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Ah! Back to chapter 1, Hero and the Princess. Okay!
You're on a path.
Now we're going to do the fast forwardies. I'm no longer allowed to leave. So, Viva la Revolution? Yeah, sweet. I always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la Revolution. I accidentally hit a button and I never got the narrator to say that's the spirit.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Now we got to go to skip, we do proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost...
Skip again. Take the blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Skip again. Okay. Okay. I did kinda sarcastically say we're gonna be overly enthusiastic about this entire situation, so we're gonna say, hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
This looks slightly different than my first loop, but I'm still gonna tap the R button just in case. Yep. Okay. It's the same. I think we're gonna continue down the overly sarcastic path. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I disagree. We are going to tighten the grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands to tighten your grip on the blade.
Okay, you know what? She actually kind of looks like she has a sad face in this one frame.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Ignore me. I'm not going to say the word that I want to use.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I could explore, but I'm just gonna say I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay, fine. Okay, do I suddenly go the hyper snarky route with fine, then I guess we're at an impasse? Or should I squint at the princess while holding onto the blade? Or do I just go ahead and slay the princess? I think we're gonna squint while holding onto the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Okay, you know what? We're gonna commit to the bit and squint. I have dropped my handheld fan. We're gonna squint even harder because the bit is hilarious.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Okay, yeah, now we have to go and slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Ah, are we back on this loop again? Yeah, we're in skip mode. And I can't finish the job. So... I'm gonna flee and lock her in the basement.
Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
Yes.
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains.
Oh no, this is the part where it's going to do the thing. Alright, everyone. Brace yourselves. If I'm right, she's gonna rip her arm off.
They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor, useless.
I've been proven wrong. Okay. Unclench the butt.
She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
We're not watching, we are playing Slay the Princess, a hand-illustrated horror narrative adventure game. And, it's also a bit of a Groundhog Day style game.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
That being said, how you doing, Mac?
She sounds terrified. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
You know you want. All it does is ease one guilty conscious. Whatever you are, you're not a princess. Go ahead and waste your energy waiting for you. Or ignore her and go to sleep. Yo, Shane, how you doing? I'm gonna go with the middle option. Whatever you are not a princess.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest, do whatever you think will help you be prepared. You know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
Whew. God, I love the voice direction in this game.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
The door opened the other way? What?
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Holy... To quote Markiplier, who put this poop in my pants?
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
You know, you're right, but I hate it.
So helpless.
can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Wow. Call me unnerved and unsettled. That was heavy. Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. I think I need just a moment, and in that moment, I'm going to get my next bottle of Gatorade from my refrigerator. For those of you watching the VOD, this is going to be about 30 seconds or less. Okay. I feel a little calmer now with all of that. Okay. Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Of course, I'm not allowed to fast forward because I've never gotten Chapter 2 Nightmare before. Okay. 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 What option do I want to choose on this go around? I literally don't know. Do I want to leave? Do I want to try to go to the cabin, or do I want to finally use my explore options? You know what? We're gonna finally do some explore options. We're gonna say, but I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Okay, yeah. Okay, medium awareness narrator is back. Part of me wants to spoil part of the game for myself, but I can't. Okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Okay, I got the voice of the paranoid with me this time. Okay, that's gonna be fun.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Okay, that was almost funny.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. All this really did happen. Why should I listen to him? Fudge. Let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Honestly, it's probably best that I am doing this from my comfy chair rather than how I was trying to play this previously, because I can anxiety rock back and forth now.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
That's a big nope. Okay. The environment remembers, but the narrator doesn't. Okay, I'm fine.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
I might be tripping. I might be losing my mind slightly, but then again, what else is new? Is the doorway wider than it should be from the previous time loop? I don't know if it's a perspective with the shading, but the doorway looks wider than it should be.
It's just an empty frame. She's already got an out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay. This whole cabin is different than I remember it being. I am going to take that option. I'm still not going to talk about the mirror, because Soy, if you're watching this... anyway.
Very different. I'm not the only one who sees her in the window, right? She knows that we're here.
I didn't notice that! Did that happen before we said the option? Oh no! I see it! You might not be able to see it on the VOD, but there's 1, 2, 3 on the left, 1 on the right.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
We're gonna take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
I mean... no.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Okay. Samurai Man, how you doing? Once again, we're going to ignore the mirror. Because the memes in my Discord group chat.
You cross over the threshold, and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
I don't like this.
What eyes, too? You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Yes, you've said that line almost on every instance of descending the stairs, Mr. Narrator.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Okay.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Yep!
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Samurai-Man, I'm doing fine. I'm finally playing Slay the Princess, and if everything goes according to plan, I'm gonna turn this into a VOD. How hard is it to throw a knife? We don't need a plan, I'm just going to kill Mr. Neris so that I can do it. I can step off into the void. Holy crap, that's an option?! I'm having a moral debate inside my brain about whether or not I want to do this. Oh. Okay, we're gonna pick the "we don't need a plan" line. I'm not gonna step off into the void on this particular loop, and I have no idea if I can get back to this loop.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
I know I'm having a horror-induced anxiety attack when my right side of my neck starts itching and feels achy. Yeah, I'm getting that right now, and I'm doing everything in my power to fight that sensation. Okay, Mr. Narrator, what's next?
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not.
Okay, leave it to the bluntness of the narrator to knock me out of my temporary feelings of existential dread and horror because of this game. Cool.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, God. Fucking beautiful. I have 4 options. Left, right, nothing, or go back the way I came. Everything in my gut, even before I was given the 4 options, told me to go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
How the hell is that slightly less unsettling than her previous incarnation.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Okay, you know what? That's giving me slight Hex Maniac vibes. Okay.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Not anymore now that I see the cracked mask. Hot damn. I know I've said this at least once, either in the Discord chat or during this playthrough. I am fucking in love with every single ounce of artwork of this game. Even when it scares the poop into my pants.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Now you say that, Mr. Narrator Man!
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
That static more was just painful to hear, and I apologize.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs.
Okay, so just repeats.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Liver, nerves, heart. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
Okay, the voice of the paranoid is kind of a badass.
You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Liver, nerves, heart,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Heart, lungs,
Okay.
nerves.
Where is that VTuber with a psych degree when I need her? Because I find this creepy and cute at the exact same time.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Heart, lungs,
Okay, why won't you... part of me wants to go into
lungs,
okay, my explore options are, why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me the last time? I said, if you're destroying the world, I just can't let you leave. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? That's funny. How about I just kill you instead? Why don't we... We don't have to be enemies, we can work together, we can be friends, even... I'm not doing any of the... okay, we're now into the... I'm not doing this, I'm gonna help you live, I'm not gonna try and kill you so that your worst possible blade and remain with a nightmare. Okay. Leave together, run, slay the princess. Okay. Too many options. Too many options. I told myself before the live stream I would slay the princess on almost every single run. Let's slay the princess again.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I can be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
I believe that.
Can she? No. We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground. Liver, unmoving, nerves. Heart. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
I knew it, Mr. Narrator Man.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right?
I mean, technically, no.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick.
Nah.
It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it?
Okay, before I go any further in the narrative, I'm going to predict that I have an option that may wind up becoming a mandatory option that I have to pull the knife out and use it on myself. That's my prediction. I'm locking it in.
What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
Oh, voice of the paranoid. You're very clever.
You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
New theory. I'm locking in on a brand new theory. It's only when we, air quote, die that the timeline will reset. Because every single time there's been a reset in the there's been a change in the time loop. Every single time we've reset, it's been after we've had a moment of our quote-unquote death. I don't know how accurate that is, but let's keep going.
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
And I'm gonna call malarkey that the narrator knows more than he does.
Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
But we killed the princess.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
I got the bus coming. Can I ask where you guys were? Do I need my creature biology? I want to start with dehydration before that ever happens. Are you stuck here, or are you going to be capable of going other places? Take the blade from the body, or wait? Oh, man. I'm very curious about taking the explore of are you stuck here with us or are you capable of going other places? I'm very curious on that line. But I think it might alter things I can choose. I'll take it.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Okay.
Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Okay. I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
What the fuck?
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
You know, I'm at an impasse once more. I'm gonna do another coin flip on my tablet. Flip a coin. If it's heads, we take the blade. If it's tails, we wait. That's 3 tails in a row. We wait.
More time passes. You're still here.
Oh, come on! I'll keep waiting. I'm going to keep waiting. I don't know how many wait cycles I'll do.
More time passes. You're still here. More time passes. You're still here.
The voice line isn't changing.
More time passes. You're still here.
Like there's no change in inflection. We're gonna take the blade. If this coin flip is heads. It's heads.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Oh, shoot. I can throw the blade into the void, slay, self, or wait again. Okay. Now remember, I am very, very anti-doing this, but I am going to slay myself.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go.
Oh, I don't like how wet that is. The Wraith.
You're on a path in the wood.
What?
This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
The cold. Okay.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world.
Is the narrator starting to lose his loss? Is he starting to gain more than just medium awareness now?
Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
Well, at the very least,
That's
that
all the
neck
more
itch is
reason
gone.
to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
I buy that. I buy that theory slightly.
Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
I have to take that first explore option. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You are quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Yeah, that really does make a lot of sense.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
Can I trust that, though?
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
Nope.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Okay, we've killed her and been killed by her neighbor. Those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop for revenge, we're going to get a lot harder. I might as well do it. No. What happens if we didn't go to the cabin? Is there option not for the cabin? There's something else we haven't tried turning the leaf. Okay. We are not going to do the turn around and leave anymore kind of scenarios. At least not until we can get to a fresh loop. Because, I don't know. Proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Yep.
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense.
Probably.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
No.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Me, mostly. I'm not doing any of the... No, I'm going to enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
I don't like it.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Okay. We're just going to ignore the first explore option and go and approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Yeah, I saw that coming. I'm only allowed to wipe the mirror clean. Okay.
This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves.
I'm already as far back into my chair as I can go, so go ahead.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
I did not see that coming. Maybe I should have.
Well, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Okay.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
I didn't like that sound.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You know, I'm okay with this design. I'm fairly neutral to it.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
That's creepy. I should have thrown the blade into the void, shouldn't I?
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt. Then turn off the part of you that feels things. Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
I don't like the voice of the cold.
Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition. Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad? You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Okay, I have multiple explore options to look for you, and now you kill me and I kill you. Water bridge. I never wanted to hurt you, don't know how I got here, victim of all this. Possessing me against my no, do you need to take a body? We're gonna struggle. We're going to ignore all of our explore options and struggle.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you turn. I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for you to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
And we're back into the unsettled territory, but only slightly.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
I never said that!
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk. It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on them soon enough. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and to boss it around like this. We were going to let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were only doing it for the wrong reason.
Okay, wrong reasons. Cool.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all those things for me?
Only on the first loop.
I didn't wrap the shit with everything you think is real. You think you're numb, but you're hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me, and I don't feel refreshed into the recesses of your soul. There is not a ball of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
All I'm doing is reading what you've done.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. No. Now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Okay. Do we leave the cabin, or do we throw our body into the abyss? I think it's time for a trusty coin flip. We're gonna throw our body into the abyss.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do that.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yeah, it's just a body now. But I did do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the next one we all go. 1, 2, 3. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall. We did it! We actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted this.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
Tell me you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should be better coming into your head. You left. Go on. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel something, a mass growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What? What's happening to me?
Oh boy, it's the hands. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
We're just, you know what? Of course you're scared, but this is not the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Can't even trust ourselves.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. I misread the original quote that the original line that I chose, which, you know, fine. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone. Once again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay, we are going to do all of the explore options in the void. So we're going to start with, are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's the invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same things as I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay, so now I have ideas for if I want to do a brand new playthrough, probably over on the Steam Deck. You have been kinder to me than anyone else that I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
You know, I think I've warmed up to this design. So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear it will be.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They are feelings that inform my being. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
Okay. I'm ready to go back. Attack or destroy. Shit, I dropped my fan again. I'm ready to go back. And that's how we'll call it a run.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything's stuck, and you die. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
We are going to save here. And we're going to call it an evening. I hope you all have enjoyed spending some time with me playing Slay the Princess. And I hope this VOD renders correctly. And my friends will be able to see it. So, until the next time I play more Slay the Princess, I hope you all have a wonderful evening.